An icon of the city and a part of its downtown fabric. For generations, Toronto's large streetcar system has been ferrying people around its streets.
Clean, quick, safe, comfortable, and economical were the chief requirements in the design of the car.
But all of that history is catching up with the city as aging streetcar tracks contribute to a new environment of frustration for riders, where nearly half of streetcars don't arrive on time.
I avoid using it if I can, just because of the last minute either closures, repairs, short turns, and all of that.
It's a problem the system essentially can't avoid as it faces a massive backlog of infrastructure maintenance.
If we don't maintain and keep the system upgraded, it's more prone to failures, and we're trying to avoid that.
If there's one line that exemplifies the tension between reliable service and the needs of aging infrastructure, it's the 504 King. Diverted for track work at Church and King this summer, riders at both ends of the city will suffer this fall with the closures of Queen and Broadview and King and Dufferin, leading to diversions in the west and shuttle bus replacements in the east.
People know that they can't rely on the streetcar, and that's a dangerous place to be. There have been calls in the past to get rid of our streetcar system. It's an iconic thing that represents Toronto, and I personally don't want to see that. TTC Riders as an organization doesn't want to see that, but it needs to be invested in. We need more money put into the streetcar. We need more money from the federal government and the provincial government.
While the ongoing work frustrates riders, the alternative is worse, with a recent report warning that without more funding for state of good repair work, the TTC may find it necessary to plan and prioritize condemning some rail corridors.
The problem is we're perpetually playing catch up, and we're not necessarily seeing improvements in people's services once these crucial maintenance activities are taking place.
But significantly improving the system would mean a lot more than just new track.
I think Toronto needs to recognize that we have a streetcar network that would be the envy of the world, right? Cities around the world would love to have the network that we have. So we really need to work hard to create better levels of service, which means that the streetcars need to be operating in their own rights of way. They can't be stuck behind regular commuters, single occupancy vehicles.
But in the reality of Toronto, that's easier said than done. It took the city 6 years to approve streetcar-only lanes for Bathurst in July, after some councillors and residents tried to fight back against what they called a war on cars. The mayor was able to free up some funding for state of good repair work in the new deal between Toronto and the province. But without more funding from Queen's Park and Ottawa, the future of the city's most iconic vehicle is still somewhat clouded in uncertainty. Lane Harrison, CBC News, Toronto.